Welcome to Press F TCG. My name's Alex. Let's have a look at a deck. Today we're going to look at Green's ReshiZard. Now, this is a deck that came third in the MewSquad Tournament, piloted by Vini Fernandez. So shout out to Vini for the list. Greens is one of my favourite decks to play. It's been one of my favourite decks to play, and it's nice to see it back again in a slightly different iteration that we saw a few formats ago. So we played the standard 3 copies of ReshiZard, the 4 copies of Volcanion. We want to start this last starter, going second, going onto the ReshiZard. We don't play BreakZard in this, the Charizard breaks in. There's been a few iterations with Lopunny, Mega Lopunny, Jigglypuff, and that's about it. So Pokemon line pretty usual, and a bunch of trainer cards. So we have the usual 4 greens and the 4 welders. Greens get us the trainer cards that we want, the welders accelerate the energy. Copy Mallow Lana, which can be really good. We can do some cool stuff with healing and try to make this ReshiZard as tanky as possible. Then we have 2 copies of Boss's Orders. I think, yep, that's 2 copies of Boss's Orders. 2 copies of Cynthia Caitlin, and then a bunch of item cards that we can use to set up our board and make our ReshiZard as tanky as possible. The Big Charm gives us plus 30 HP with this energy, which does plus 20. Gives us plus 20 HP, which is really good for pushing our ReshiZard over 300 hit points and trying to make us as tanky as possible. We play 2 copies of Power Plant. We don't play any abilities in the deck because we're playing Green's Exploration, which requires us to have no abilities in play. So Power Plant's really good for just stopping Dedennes and Oricorias and all of the GX support Pokemon that we tend to see in the format. 1 copy of Giant Hearth, just to find our fires. We have no real, apart from the Energy Spinner, we have no real way of searching energy, apart from the Giant Hearth. 1 copy of Tool Scrapper, get rid of air balloons, off the Urshifu's and Big Charms off like opposing ReshiZards and Mewtwo's and Pikaroms and stuff like that. 1 copy of Tag Switch, which is a really cool addition to the deck. I really like it. And there's cool things we can do with like setting up new ReshiZards and resetting Flare Strike and all that stuff. Tag Call, 3 copies of Tag Call to find our little Tag Call package, 2 Sinlins, 1 Mallow Lana, and the ReshiZards. We play 1 copy of Switch, just to move our Pokemon line active. Can be really good if we start the ReshiZard and we want to go into the Volcanion. We can Green's Exploration for a Quick Ball and a Switch and get into Flare Starter pretty easily. 1 copy of Scoop Up Net. I'm assuming to remove the Volcanion in the ADP matchup, to make them go through 2 ReshiZards rather than the Volcanion and ReshiZard for the 6 prizes. 2 copies of Reset Stamp, because Stamp Plant's really good in the late game. 2 copies of Quick Ball to probably find our Volcanions. 4 copies of Pokégear to find all our supporters. 1 copy of Pokédoll, which is really cool because we can do a bunch of things with this. We can send it up as a wall. We can use it to reset Flare Strike, so we can retreat out of ReshiZard or switch out ReshiZard or Mallow Lana out of ReshiZard into Pokédoll, and then put the Pokédoll on the bottom of the deck and put it in, put the ReshiZard back in the active. 1 copy of Great Potion, and thing we haven't seen in a while, but heals 50 damage from our active Pokemon GX. A copy of Great Catcher to pick up Dedennes and Oricorias and stuff like that. 1 copy of Fire Crystal to just have a little bit of fire energy recovery. 1 copy of Fan of Waves, which is an addition that Vini put in, and I like it. Especially he's really good in this format right now, and really prevalent. So we like removing it and being able to put it on top of the deck, bottom of the deck, and 1 copy of Energy Spinner, just to find our energy initially. If we can't find the Giant Hearth, we can greens for this, it's a greens target. And if we go second, and it's our first turn, we can get 3 energies, so we can do some really cool stuff with getting energies on the board, and then into Flare Starter, and hopefully find welders and get this ReshiZard online as quickly as we possibly can. So that's the deck. Let's play some games with it. We'll jump onto the ladder and see how we do. Playing a couple of games. Now we want to go second. Pretty much always with this deck. Well, no, always with this deck. It's not even pretty much. Roll the coin flip. We hit heads. We lost the coin flip. And they're going to let us go second. We have started a mulligan. The only thing I'm not sure about is having all 4 heat energies, because these aren't welder targets. If these were basic fires, we could welder them. See, here we are. However, this hand is really good. We've got greens for whatever we want. We've got ReshiZard. We've got the turn 1 Volcanion. They've got a lot of mulligans. So we can stamp them out of this, potentially, if we want to. But not always necessary. They are playing Rapid Strike Urshifu. This should be a decent matchup. We can always scoop another Volcanion out play and make him go through 2 ReshiZards. The big charm's really good because 150 plus 120 is 270, so we can play ReshiZard and the Heat Fires to get rid of. Well, we can play around the possibility of them 2-shotting us and ending the game in 3 turns. They can potentially do. They can go Gale Thrust twice into 2 separate ReshiZards and then Rapid Flow. Take all 6 prizes. Didn't put the Jirachi into play. Now then, here we go. So we can play this Energy Spinner. They didn't do much last turn, so we can just see what we've got. We have prized a Zard. We have prized. Hearth. We've prized greens. We've prized a welder. We've prized the Mallow Lana. And we have prized probably a couple of energy. Yeah, we prized energy, definitely. Okay, cool. We'll get all these. So we can attach here. And we can bench the ReshiZard. And then we can go greens exploration. We're going to flare start this turn. They didn't attach one of those special energies. So we'll probably go for... We could put the Hearth in play. We could go Hearth Welder. Or we could go Plant Welder. Plant could put some... If they wanted to Dene out this hand, we could also go for Big Charm. The Big Charm might be useful as well. We're definitely getting a Welder. Just depends how we want to set the board up. We'll go for Plant Welder. Do we need Welder next turn? Yeah, we'll go for it. We'll go for it. Put the Plant in play. And then we can just... Let's start 1, 2, 3. And then we can always attack with this Volcanion. 110 out 230, 340, which knocks out the VMAX. I can go in with the Volcanion. I can do 110 with the Volcanion next turn. I can also put the Heat Fire on here. Just make it a bit tankier. I can also greens. If they don't do anything substantial, I can also greens again. Find the next ReshiZard, attach here. There's a few things I could do. Well, there might not have been the right choice. We have Mallow Lana. Could have got the Doll. Or a quick ball for a ReshiZard or attack call. There's a bunch of stuff we could have done. But we'll see. They're going to Marnie us. This is Green's deck's worst nightmare. Is getting Marnied out of this hand because we don't really have draw potential. We find all stuff with greens. We have a tag call. We have a switch so we can move this Volcanion if we need to. They're going to hit the Martial Arts Dojo. If they don't evolve this Rapid Strike, then we're having a very good time if we top deck Fire Energy. This is the only thing, right? So if they leave this active, we can tag call for the ReshiZard. Excuse me. We can tag call for the ReshiZard and a Cynthia Caitlin, and then we can Pokégear and try and find... Oh, we don't need the Pokégear, really. We just go Sinlin, recover greens, and then that'd be fine. But we'll see what they do. Just gonna retreat. So we can find boss next turn. We top deck a fire and find boss, then we're potentially in insta-win territory. Unless they have switch, rapid strike, VMAX. We're gonna say no, they don't. They are gonna try again because they've got the switch. That would make total sense. We'll Stellar Wish again. Find the Quick Ball. Quick Ball probably get some Dedenne, or yeah, probably get some Dedenne or Crobat. Yeah, don't need Jirachi. This shit. We're thinning out. But we'll just see what they get. Dedenne, draw some cards. Potentially just a boss target, which we can double blaze if we really want. It's kind of hard to chain. Once you've got like the first 3 attacks out of the way, because we can go Flare Strike 1, double blaze 2nd, Flare Strike again, and then we've got to think about setting up the next ReshiZard, which is harder to attack with because we can't just double blaze. They can escape rope. 150 into this would be bad. We would attack off Mallow Lana and then probably Flare Starter again. They are using a lot of their switch outs. One scoop on there, one switch, one escape route. That's 2 scoop on next. Second Jirachi. They are pushing. They must be pushing for this VMAX. Stellarwish finds. See what they find. Glorious. Crobat? I want to draw a lot of cards this turn. I don't blame them. Quick Ball for Bat. And Quick Ball the other Quick Ball? Interesting. There's 2 cards to bring. Another Jirachi? Unless I have the bat in hand already, or like a research. No, they're gonna bench all 3. And then scoop. Okay, cool. Well, we'll see. That's a win for us. Because we didn't brick. I think I bricked either. I just couldn't find the VMAX. Because they're an evolving deck and we're not. Because tag teams are broken. Whee! Very good. Let's queue up another one. Acer 77666. Interesting name. Calling the coin flip. We won. We want to go second. We do not want to go first. Because we always want greens and Volk on the turn. We need them. This is kind of good. I don't hate this. We can also bench. We can't bench the Pokédoll yet. Do we bench the ReshiZard? No, we just play around like Fiona or Escape Rope. They are playing a Mewtwo deck. These are quite hard. Depending on... They're playing Grass Mewtwo. Okay, cool. So we want to bench the Zard. Probably want to bench the Doll. We'll attach here. Giant Hearth. Throw the Fire. We don't have a supporter, but we still have a decent opener. See what's prized. We have prized a Volcanion. We have prized... a greens. We have prized a Welder. We've prized a Big Charm and some fires. Quite a few fires. We'll go here. Yeah, we'll go here because we can start Flare Striking. Well, I want to establish a ReshiZard. I want to establish the next Zard fairly quickly. We can attack with the Volcanion. They have Capture. They'll get an Eggrow. Sorry, they'll get a Grookey and evolve it into a Rillaboom. This is a boss target now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They can't shuffle all our energy in yet. So we're gonna go... Interesting. I don't really want to switch. I don't really want to waste the switch. I kind of want to go 110, but they'll go 90. 90 plus is a knockout, so that's fine, because they're going to heal. So we just attached this one. And then hit this 110. They'll go down to 90. We're going to Flare Strike and take a knockout before they can do anything. They might go onto this, then try and shuffle all the energy back in, which could be problematic. Although, that's an interesting choice. They're not going to Tropical Hour then. They're going to Marnie. They've got the attachment here, so they're not Tropical Houring next turn, so I'm pretty safe. And also Great Catch and knock this out. But I do still have a fire. Okay, sweet. So here's how we're going to play this. We're going to go here. We're going to take this knockout because this is the target. Do I need the Volcanion? Let's Pokégear. Get the greens. Greens gets us Tag Call. Tag Call Welder. We do have Dragonite. But if I knock this Mewtwo out, then I'm fine. We can get Tag Switch? No, I don't want Tag Switch yet. I want... What do I want? Tag Call Welder, because I want to set up the next ReshiZard. Can. We're going to fires to do that? Yeah. I think. Yeah, because we're gonna take some prizes this turn. And then we can half away the Volcanion. So we can do this. We can get the Zard, we can get the Sinlin. We might not want to bench it yet. There's a question. Do I bench? I'm gonna bin the Volk first. We keep one in deck. And then we don't get Marnied out of it. Do this. Do I bench second Zard or do I just get played around? Yeah, I don't bench second Zard yet. We just take knockout. Go Flare Strike. Take 3 prizes. There we go. And then I have game next turn, even if they put the weak guard on. The voltage beat up here. Let's say I have like reset stamp. I'm gonna tackle, see what they can find. Goes Hala, Rowlet, Executor. If the player goes Hala, we win. We're gonna Marnie. That makes sense. Should have benched the Zard then, but if I find the next Welder, I win. None of these cards are Welder. There is a Fire Crystal though. We can run to Doll. If we top deck the Switch, we can switch into Doll and reset Flare Strike. We top deck Welder, we win. We top deck a Pokégear, we've got an out to win. We're probably running into the Doll. We'll see. We'll see. Top deck Great Catcher, we also win. If we top deck greens, we win. They are gonna... this could be bad. This could be very bad. They do that next turn. They have the Eggrows. They're gonna do Dene. I think they've already voltage beated. Doesn't really matter. They're gonna be Charm the Mewtwo. I've got to find 300. Howling Hurricane. So we are going to run into Dull. Or we're going to top deck greens. 150. Yeah, it's knockout, right? We've got greens for Great Catcher. And anything. And we just Great Catcher the aggro and win. Wait. Great Catcher that. That. We can just outrage and win the game. Outrage. Knockout. Simple. And that's a win. That will do nicely. Very good. I mean, Weakness played a factor there. And having the Great Catcher is just good, because you can greens for it and pick up knockouts. Gust on an item card is kind of good. Let's play a couple more. Daddy Gale. So we won the coin flip again. We've been good on coin flips today. We want to go second. We have not started anything. We're going to take a mulligan. Or 5. See, this hand is also broken. They're going to take some mulligans. At least one. So we can... Pikarom. Okay, so we can jam a power plant in play and then, like, we're having a good time. That's gotta be the play. So we'll attach... We'll play that... We'll attach here. We'll... Greens. And we'll go get power plant. What we prized? We've prized... That basic lightning, yeah. We have prized 2 Pokégears. We have prized a welder. And then I think we prized a bunch of energy though. We prized an energy. Okay, cool. We'll get power plant and we'll get Energy Spinner? No, because we can always half next turn. Yeah, I'll get power plant. We can always bump our own stadium. So do this. Do this. Less harder. And the power plant should do some work here. Unless they just have Swell in hand. They could just have Swell in hand. But Peak only tends to play 1. If this is Lightning Mewtwo, then we're even better. Cherish Ball. To get to Dene, they've probably got Swell. Yeah, they got Peak. Gonna bench Peak, Big Charm the Peak. Crushing Hammer. Bit of a pain. Okay, cool. Research. Do they have to Dene? Oh. There's a Boltund. We're trying not to knock this out. Because then they can stamp us to 1. This is the problem, right? This is what Peak tries to do. Okay, so we can probably just weld a 1. And then... Yeah, I don't hate that. I don't hate that, because then they've got to find it. But I also want some energy. Yeah, we'll... They heat fire on, and then we'll Flare Starter. We'll let them knock this out. And keep the power plant in play. Evelyn the Boltund. Go into Peak and we'll just double blaze it. Alright, that's fine too. Feel like the power plant's putting in a bit of work. They've got to find a swell. We can also do a thing where we stamp them to 3. They did attach here. Interesting. But a good dance the entrance, go into Bolton and knock it out, and then make us have boss. Or greens for Great Catcher. That would also work. They must have swell in hand. Nope, they're gonna detonate under power plant. That is very sad. You cannot detonate under power plant. Okay, let's find one of those. We do have a welder, but we probably want a Sinlin to recover greens, right? Yeah. Get rid of a stamp. Get the greens back. Draw some cards. Start making the second Zard. I'm pretty content to just, like, blast out of here. And start making 2. And then we can greens for Great Catcher switch, and double Blazer Peak. They're gonna switch. We're also gonna Marnie. Nah, the tag switch is broken. I'm gonna try and hammer. They're gonna hit the hammer. Okay, stamp paralysis. We didn't burn the switch. That's kind of good. Interesting. We can outrage them. Yeah, we can outrage them. That seems pretty good. That seems pretty good. We do this. Scrapper away. That's not a bad idea. We could boss Scrapper outrage. That's not bad. That's easier to knock out. We can go boss this. Make them lightning ride. Plays around tag bolt. And then we can flash right next to it and knock them out. We could have big charm this and made him tag bolt as well. They have tried it again. You cannot detonate under power plant, people. I can also 110 volt knock this out if I want to. They are going to stick the Bolton in the active. This could be interesting. Probably just want to fly starter again. This is interesting, right? They can't really do anything. And I could just double blaze. Yeah, I could just double blaze. They could go stamp paralysis, but like, I'm just content to fly star again. That's fine. I have bricked. They should be out of stuff. If they bring the peak up, then I'm content to just double blaze knock it out. Okay, fine. Tackle. Sinlin. This is where the tag switch could be quite easy. In this final ReshiZard. We get Welder, right? Or do we get Boss? We get Boss. We did hit greens. So next time we go greens, Great Catcher. We want to keep the switch around. We can go greens for Great Catcher, Energy Spinner, and then retreat, and that'll be fine. So we'll put it up here. And just make them have it. They're going to electrify. They can't tag bolt. So we're going to greens for Great Catcher, switch. No, we're going to greens for Great Catcher. Fan of Waves is kind of pointless. Great Catcher. Hearth, because they've venture locked themselves. Because Power Plant doesn't really matter anymore, so we can just Hearth with Final Energy. Or we can spin it for it, I guess. Yeah, we can spin it for it. We can also get Fire Crystal and keep it in the deck. Yeah. Go hit the peak. Tag switch is kind of pointless. Do that. Get this. Retreat this out. Double blaze for knockout. And then next turn we have game on the Raichu. Especially now we have the doll. Because we can switch right into doll. They can stamp me to 3 if they want. If they let me have this hand, they just play the fear. That's fine. Giant Hearth, well, they're gonna hammer. That's fine, doesn't matter. Hammer doesn't matter now. They are gonna stamp paralysis. This is a problem. This is a massive problem. However, this. Make them do it again. So we'll fly start here and then we have game. Ah. This could be a problem. We may have misplayed here. The Welder's a dead card now. But they have to do something about this Volcanion. Let me switch a bit. And two switch. Ah, so we could be doing the same thing again. They could go, yeah, they could go Fion. We're gonna do this. They're gonna Fion into here, and then we're gonna lose. Try as we might. Yeah, we've had it. I think we can quick ball. Volcanion. And then we just lose, right? Yeah. We lose. We lose because they just go retreat into Bolton and take knockout. Okay, fine. Just unfortunate. We'll play one more. That's still pretty good, but I don't understand how we beat Pikarom. We played it correctly. We play around the stamp to 1. We just give him too much time. We've won the coin flip again. We want to set up. We could have hit the Raichu. The Raichu might have been the thing to hit. So, thing to remember. And then they can't do stamp paralysis, so that's probably a misplay on my part. We have the Volcanion, we have the ReshiZard. The hands have been broken today. Insanely broke. So we'll see. Start Jirachi doesn't tell us much about what they're playing. Communication might tell us a little bit more. Ah, it's his Rapid Strike Urshifu. Or Mewtwo. Yeah, it's Rapid Strike. That's fine. We kind of want to get this Volk out of here. We can tackle 2 ReshiZard to set them up. I don't really want to set up one at a time. That's the thing, right? Oh yeah. We'll see. Right, okay, so we've got tackle. We also have greens. Get this. What have we prized? Fairy Potion's kind of cool as well, because it just gets us round. We've prized 3 fires. We've prized a... Well, nope. We have prized a power plant. We have prized... Stamp. And 2 Pokégear. Cool. Right, so we'll get this, and we'll probably get this as well. Yeah, that makes sense. Get the Zard. Why do you... Who plays Fion in... Who plays Fion? Just going back to the last game. Who plays Fion in... Zard? We priced the spinner as well. Of course we have. We're going to have to go Giant Hearth. Yeah, we priced the spinner. Unless we've got it in hand. No. Okay, cool. We'll do that. And then we'll get... We could get the Big Charm. We could get like preemptive Fan of Waves. What's the price of Stamp? Just something I've missed it. Yeah, Giant Hearth Big Charm. The Hearth in play. If someone goes Sinlin back the... Okay, we can always Sinlin back the greens. We'll just get the fire. Attach here. Put this on. Decent setup. Not as good as first turns go. We'll see if they can Gale Thrust this Volcanion. Here's the thing though, right, they've got the Dojo, so we can put the power plant in play next turn. So I can always Welder. I can Welder to the Bulk and try and put 110 on this Urshifu. Or I can just Sinlin attach and try and do the same thing. That's the other thing we could do. Put the Mewtwo, so what are they gonna put on top? I'm gonna con the Mewtwo back in, probably. Yeah. That makes total sense. Total sense. There's the VMAX. They're gonna Stowish, knock out the Volcanion. We can Flare Strike into... We can Flare Strike into Outrage? That'd be kind of useful. The other thing that'd be cool in here, we can have like a mini Ghost Island package. This could be a problem. This could be a problem because then now they can Rapid Flirt. Oh no, they can't because the Big Charms. They need Scrapper. They need Scrapper, Rapid Strike, energy. To do rapid flow, and like that would take me out of the game. If I hit Great Potion, I'm having a great time. I can hit the second Volk too, that's kind of cool. Right, so we can Volk. We can send in the Volk away. Oh yeah, 160. I kind of want... what have we got left? 110? 110, 140, so I need like... yeah, 140, so they just win, right? So we always put the power plant in. We can actually weld it to the... we can afford Sinlin this turn. I actually need that. Great Potion for me, kind of cool. Dojo, if they've got it, they've got it. So we can just attach a pair of Flare Strike. We can outrage. We can outrage. Let's see what happens. Yeah, that'd be 290 if they did it. If they have Gale Thrust, then I lose. I can greens for the next one and like Flare Starter to it, but like, this seems really bad. This seems really bad. Yeah, they've got Dojo. We lose. If they find Rapid Strike Energy, they've won. If not, I can Outrage, knock this out. And then set up the next. I can Outrage, I can greens for Tackle for the next ReshiZard, I can attach Switch off to it, and I can Outrage for knockout. That's another cool thing that could happen. That's something potentially to consider. Or I can like Great Potion. Yeah, I can go Quick Ball to Dene, and then if they've got it, they've got it. And it is what it is. Yeah, let's play around Mallow Lana. I do have Great Pot there. If they hit Rapid Strike Energy, they win. That's an air balloon. Okay, they have Gale Thrust, so like we're in a bad spot. We're in a bad spot. This is not a good spot at all. We can reset stamp to 3 and then make them have it. We can also make them go through a Volk. Like, this isn't the worst thing in the world. We have double stamp. So we can go greens for Fire Crystal and Tackle, I think. Yeah, Fire Crystal, Tackle, set the second Zard up. Stamp them. Go Tackle, Zard, Finland. Do this. Fire Crystal. 3 back. Attach here. Stamped 3, and then Fly Star again. And make them go through this. Because they have to come up with the second Urshifu. Or they just get stamped into Rapid Strike Energy and then we're sad. If they come up with this, we can just like Flash Strike for knockout. And then they'll hit us again, then we'll Outrage, and then we'll try and... And then we'll try and get Great Potion. That's the other thing we could do. The Double Blaze is an option. Outrage. Double Blaze is an option. Yeah, this is fine. What? Oh yeah, Escape Rope. Like an average knockout, so I can try and welder and stamp them again. Great pot would have been really good, but we're not going to get it, are we? So we can stamp them to 3. They wouldn't play like that if they didn't. We can outrage. Yeah, one's hand's kind of bad. Oh wow, they scooped. I don't know why you'd scoop that, but okay. Cool. Anyway, that was Green's ReshiZard. Hopefully a good little insight into an old archetype played in a new way. And that gives you an idea of how the deck's played, kind of. And you can pick it up yourself and enjoy it. So, my name's Alex Bailey, this has been PressFTCG, and make sure you follow me at PressF_TCG on Twitter. You can catch us on Twitch at PressF_TCG, occasionally doing Twitch things, throwing tournaments, that good stuff. So anyway, have a good day, hope you enjoyed the video, and cheers.